Hello, AI? What is this? What do you mean? This is AI. What are you trying to say? The Miko art is AI? Yeah, I know. But, like, what's the point? What's your point? I don't get it. I know this is AI. It literally says, they literally say, they use, Niji Journey Stable Diffusion. What's your point? I don't get it. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you for telling me it's AI, I guess. I'm not really sure what your point. It's first of this type? What do you mean it's first of this type? Huh? What makes this first of its type? Huh? You just go into an AI generator and say this is what you want. That okay. Right. I'm not really getting what you're trying to say. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I mean, huh. Maybe he's a big fan of of AI art. I don't know. First AI art, it's definitely not the first AI art. Like, there's tons of AI art out there with tons of different styles that you probably just haven't seen yet. It's not there's nothing amazing about AI art because you just know nobody's behind it, no one's doing it. It's just a fucking computer. If you like the art, what does it matter if it's AI or not? I'm ignorant about these things. I just enjoy the art, to be honest. I think if you just don't really fucking care about the process and, what the blood, sweat, and tears or, like, the hard work that goes behind it, that's fine, right? Well, that's why you see AI art with hundreds of thousands of likes. Generally, you're right. I would say 99% of people out there don't really fucking care what made the art. They don't really care the person behind making the art. They're just consumers, They see something, they like it, they like it, that's it, right? But there are people like, myself and, I'm sure a lot of other people, but it is a small minority that do care about the process, that do care about maintaining, human creativity and, the human factor within AI. And I'm not saying the human or not AI art, right? Because as much as you want to say there is a human factor to AI, motherfucker, putting in a prompt in a fucking generator is not a human factor. You can literally create an AI to insert prompts for AI generation. Like, a human does not need to be part of that at all. Right? AI for an AI, yeah, then are you going to stop using all game or programs that use AI or phones? No. I specifically have said when it comes to art, right? When it comes to, like, drawn works, it's very different. I've already talked about how much I think AI is, like, the future. Like, actually. I've talked about this plenty of times how, as much as you fucking hate it, as much as lots of people out there are being like, oh my god, jobs are being lost, it's inevitable. As technology progresses, as, like, the whole point of technology, from the get-go, that human beings started innovating stuff. What was the purpose of technology? It was so that we would have to do less work. Why do we get the fucking wheel? Why do we invent the wheel? Why do we get horse-drawn carriages? Why do we get any of these things? It's so that we could do less work. And what is less work than an AI who does everything for us? Right? That is the epitome of no work. So, AI, I think, is probably, like, hands down the future. AI assistants, AI generated fucking, or I don't fucking know. Like, literally, the sky is the limit. You can do anything with AI. So, I think AI for assistive tools to help humans do everything and anything under the sun easier is, like, 100% the future. I just don't like it in creative fields, right? Like, let me ask you this. Would you rather watch a movie made by, let's say, made by Christopher Nolan, or would you rather watch a movie AI generated by fucking, some Mid-Journey, Stable Diffusion? Most people would rather, like, the human element, someone with a track record, something with history, And I think it is inevitable in the far, far future that we'll probably have a lot of AI generated, like, entertainment. You know, like games, shows,
The thing
movies.
is that ideally,
But I think that's
AI
still
would
very
be for
far
menial
off.
and monotonous tasks, leaving us more time for creative tasks. However, you get a bunch of glue-eating retards making fake speed paints to get the clout of an artist without the effort.
Most people would like it if it's just good. Exactly. That's why I'm saying I think it is inevitable that in the far, far future, we will probably have AI-generated TV shows, AI-generated movies, AI-generated art, books, yada, yada, you name it. Because in the far, far future, I think AI is gonna literally get to the point where you will not be able to tell the difference between a human and an AI. Right? Like, who knows? Maybe we unlock consciousness, stuff like that for AI. It is gonna get that crazy. But I don't think we're remotely even close to the point where we can have an AI author or an AI movie director or an AI showrunner. You know, it's not there yet. Not even close. But when we do, I think that is gonna be the future. Because everything comes down to money, right? If a studio can pay an AI to literally direct, stage, everything, and costs nothing because it isn't a actual working person, a human, and doesn't need to be paid, right? No, it won't be paid, right? The AI won't get paid unless unless a corporation sells it and being like, oh my god, if you want to use our AI, you have to fucking do this and that. But like, let's say in the future, right? AI unlock consciousness, and then, you know, like some fucking the United Nations or some shit come together and come to a conclusion that sentient AI is a real you know, form of living life form now, and then we have to respect it, yada yada, right? Then it's like, okay, at that point, you know, maybe that may be. Why the fuck would you ever pay a human rather than the AI? Because a human needs to eat, sleep, and drink, right? And it need to do all these other things. But an AI, what the fuck does it need? A battery charge? That's it. But like in the future, I'm sure we'll find like really fucking efficient energy sources, so AI don't even have to fucking bother with that shit. But the AI was created by humans. Why can't we acknowledge just how good of a job the human that created that AI was? Because there's clearly shit AI art and good ones too. You could marvel at the extent that AI has come rather than the art. Because if you're marveling at the difference between shitty AI art and good AI art, that's not really... Like, I hate to break it to you, but you know the difference between shit AI art and good AI art? It's the human element. Because the good ones are being edited by humans. Like, it gets generated, and the human goes in and edits it to take out the bad parts. So, as much as you want to be like, that's all AI... No, not really. The reason the good AI art looks so good is because that's why you will see in a lot of these good AI art profiles, they say touch-ups and edits, right? Like Photoshop and stuff like that. They specify that they are touching it up manually themselves, right? Yeah, but in the future, the good AI art might not need to be edited. Sure. And like I said, in the far, far future, when AI is literally perfected, right? I could see a point in which, like, it could happen. But I personally would not put as much value in, I personally would not put as much value in AI-generated works until AI gets its own consciousness. Because for me, the best thing about art is like the human element, the emotions, right, going into it. And I think that is what makes art beautiful, and not the sentence you put into a you know, generator. I don't think there's no beauty in the sentence that you put into the AI generator. Who gives a fuck? I mean, you don't have to give a fuck, right? That's why I'm saying for me. Like, that's why I specified that I think more than 99% of people don't really fucking care. I think more than 99% of people, generally, if it's good enough, if it looks fine, if it looks sexy, if it looks hot, if it looks cool, that's it. They don't care. They don't care if there's a person behind it. That's why I'm saying just for me. LLMs are good for helping you do your job faster, but generative AI is just detrimental to creativity. AI is a broad term and has been misused by big firms and the public. AI has been with us on on many sites and software for years without us realizing. Those are good, but replacing human creativity requires generative AI to have a consciousness. That's what I'm talking about, right? I am very interested in the future in which we do get to the point of having AI consciousness, because I think that would be insane. I think the moment AI becomes conscious is the moment human creativity will no longer be that amazing, right? As much as I hate to say it, I think just the like amount of fucking things that AI can go through and create and instantaneously like do is just far more than any human can do within one lifetime. And because of that, the second AI achieve consciousness, it will be able to create and imagine things that we have never been able to even fucking fathom, which is pretty fucking cool. But like, I don't think we're anywhere near AI consciousness, not even fucking close. So the moment AI becomes conscious is the moment humanity dies, because half the population is gonna go date Hatsune Miku. There was an artist here in Brazil a while ago that made a bunch of AI shit inspired in Van Gogh to exhibit in a mall to sell them for a fucked up amount of money, saying that Van Gogh would use AI nowadays. That's why I hate this shit. I don't think Van Gogh would use AI, but what do you think AI is gonna do to humanity since we haven't been really kind to less intelligent living beings? Well, really depends. It really depends what the AI wants or what the AI is. Yeah, I mean, I personally believe that at the highest level of intelligence, violence is like the last resort, because an intelligent or a really intelligent and you like a being of like, you know, of another level of sentience would find the violence to be so barbaric. But like, who knows? Who knows? Maybe AI just say fuck it, get rid of these idiots. Opposite is likely true. It could be, but I don't know, man. I would hopefully like AI to not fucking exterminate us. It'd be nice. I want my consciousness to be part of a dreadnought, and after that we can transfer our consciousness to machines and we can be immortal. I mean, so you're talking about like the SOMA stuff, right? This is why I think SOMA is such a cool fucking game. The things explored within SOMA, just like the possible futures, it's just so cool. I would love a future like SOMA, right? The fuck is SOMA? So SOMA is a really cool game. If you have not played SOMA, I really recommend you go play SOMA. It is a really fucking cool game. So this is SOMA. I would recommend you go play it. It's basically, I guess the premise is like figuring out what the fuck is human consciousness within the mind. And the future, is it a horror game? Yes, but like not like Outlast or something like that. You love SOMA because you do coin flips to see if you die or live on. Consciousness isn't just your memories and personality, it's your essence. Computers will never be able to be you, just a replication. How do you know that? Because last I checked, we still haven't been able to figure out what the fuck our human consciousness is, buddy. Right? Like, nobody knows what the fuck the human consciousness is tied to. Right? That is still something that has not been figured out. So that's why Soma's such a cool, that's why I think Soma's so cool. Because it does explore that concept. Where if you were to, right, the concept that one of the fundamental concepts that Soma does explore is this, right? This is one of the fundamental concepts. If this is a server where people like me and you can upload our minds up to, does our mind continue here, or are we the state of mind in which we are thinking we're getting uploaded? Do we end up here, or are we still here and this is just a copy? Right? Blood, everyone fully understands the human consciousness. You're just a dench. Oh, okay. Tell me, what is the human consciousness tied to? What? No, this isn't like, I'm not trying to roast him. Like, legitimately, like, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been found. Okay, this stupid motherfucker. Fucking fishing emote. No, like, seriously, though. You know, I think it would be really fucking cool whenever we actually discover what the fuck the human consciousness is tied to, right? Because that could unlock so much shit. The universe? Well, like, is it tied to your body? Is it tied to your brain? Is there a part of the brain that has the consciousness? Like, what is it? Can someone's brain be yoinked out of their head and put into someone else's body, and that they will continue to live on within that body? Is that how that works? Is the consciousness there, or is it just like, is it something else? Because I don't think a successful brain transplant has occurred, right? Successful brain transplant. There's been a successful head transplant, but not a brain transplant. Okay, no, this was a world's first successful human head transplant on a corpse. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, what's the fucking point of transplanting a head on a fucking corpse? Yeah, I mean, that's not what I want to talk about. But I don't know if and when we'll ever fucking do that, right?
We have the most extraordinary story for you now. Over the past few years, we have seen surgeons carry out the first hand transplant, womb transplant, and of course, we've seen face transplants. But now one doctor is planning on making history by performing the world's first ever head transplant.
Yep, you heard correctly, a head transplant, the full head. The pioneering and somewhat controversial operation will see the head of Valerie Spiridonov.
Oh, he canceled it. Ah, he canceled it. Oh, man. So I feel like a head transplant would work. I don't know if a brain transplant would work, is what I'm getting at. Right? Because outside of the head, the heart, lungs, like all that stuff is not really, I don't think, tied to your consciousness. They're just like parts of you. They're like, the engines that keep your body going. Right? But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the brain is where the consciousness is. I don't know. You read too much JJK? You want to try? No, I don't know. They all communicate with the brain. Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you transplant the head entirely, rip off my head and put it onto like another person's head, body, right? And then make sure everything's connected, all the nerves are connected perfectly somehow, then it'll probably work. But I don't know if ripping up my brain and putting it into someone else's skull will let me continue to exist within their body, is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the body as a whole the consciousness, or is it just the brain or the head? Like, no, who the fuck knows? But heart and brain activity have stopped and the person is revived and they aren't a different person. The soul is outside the body. Well, okay, but like the soul is not something that is scientifically fucking proven to even exist, right? Like, I mean, religiously, yes, the soul exists, but like scientifically, nobody fucking knows. It is, bro? When the fuck have we discovered the human soul? Hold on, did I miss something?
Mine is collecting waifus, getting massive in the gym, and learning stuff.
Yeah, nah, y'all just making shit up. We have not discovered where the human soul lies. Well, here's my question for you. What is in your head that's different from other people's outside the brain, the eyes, tongue, etc.? All is just organs, like the bottom part of your body. Yes, sure, but like... So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the brain transplant and just moving the brain itself is enough to continue, like, consciousness. But then by that logic, can't we just have a Futurama brain in a fucking tube? Right? Because as long as the brain is being supplied with everything necessary and continuing to fucking live, then, and you just tie it to some fucking thing to read its thoughts, then it can, yeah, brain in a vat, right? Then it should work to continue to allow that consciousness to exist forever. Isn't it all connected in some way? Just like it's said that we're all connected and stuff. Yeah, there's like another theory where like it's not that consciousness is just within your brain, but it's your entire nerve network. And it's like somewhere within all of that it's like, I don't fucking know. It's... Like I said, this is not stuff that science has figured out yet. Nobody fucking knows. And it's very hard to figure shit out because human experimentation is not allowed on like some living person would actually have to sacrifice themselves and be like, y'all can fuck me up and take me apart. And then it still would be morally like questionable. So that would work neither, because cell aging. How do we figure out if it's the same consciousness or merely the same memories? We just asked the person after the operation if they are who they are, I guess. Wouldn't you have to study Siamese twins to get a theoretical explanation for the possibility of a brain transplant? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What if they transplanted hair on your head? What? Why don't you do it for the sake of science? No, I'm not sacrificing myself, motherfucker. Bro's asking me to sacrifice my body for for science. Fuck no. I'm good. Copy can't tell if it's a copy or not. It's a common thing. Well, if the original ceases to be, and you think the head transplant or the brain transplant into a new body is quote unquote what are you talking about? Wait, that's not a copy, huh? Unless you're talking about SOMA, which SOMA, the way SOMA works conceptually is completely different. SOMA's working off of like brain scans, scanning your brain in its entirety and capturing your consciousness in like digital form. I mean, who knows? I don't think we're that far off from achieving something like that, but have you not seen Invincible? Yes, I have. You think a clone would know it's a clone, or would it think it's the original? So I think it would think it's the original until it's told it's not the original. And I think there's a moment in which right? There's a scene in SOMA where they like pull up a simulation for one of the brain scans, and then when it finds out it's not within like the actual arc, it kind of starts having like a fucking mental breakdown because it's not itself. Something like that. I don't fucking know. It's some crazy shit, bro. Existential crisis incoming? Yeah. I mean, I really do think it'd be really fucking cool if we figured out how to scan our brains. Like, that shit would be like amazing. Imagine you just scan your brain and I mean, like, the sky's the limit there. What's stopping us from just actually putting our consciousness into a bunch of fucking machines and having tons of copies of ourselves walking around? Like, instead of one Kocho Yuyo, there's 3 different Kocho Yuyos. They're all from the same brain scan, and they're all doing Kocho Yuyo things, but then there's still the main Kocho Yuyo Prime. They won't be able to scan yours since it's full of ass and tits. Fuck you. Pantheon? Guys, watch it. What the fuck is Pantheon? Is it a show? Pantheon show? Oh, this? It's an animated show?
The true breakthrough will come not when we create an artificial intelligence that can think.
Didn't you say you haven't played SOMA? I didn't play SOMA, but I watched like 3 playthroughs from streamers I used to watch back then.
One that can feel.
I originally watched a lyrics playthrough of SOMA.
I think Logarithms faked my dad's death and is holding him hostage.
Logarithms? The microchip company?
I heard they're testing a program to upload human brains.
Why expand machine intelligence when we've got the best operating system right here?
This is dangerous tech. You don't want to play with it.
Hi, kiddo.
Dad.
I want to show you something.
How can we be human without a body?
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Time moves different for us.
Okay, honest question. What's the point of a hand that looks like this?
Human.
What is the functional advantage to this? Oh, never mind. He duplicated his fingers. Okay, my bad. I didn't see that he literally multiplied his fingers. Okay, damn. Alright.
Time moves different.
I thought he just extended his finger length.
Now you can say holy shit.
Holy shit.
Right now, we are the only uploads. But soon there will be others. A future where we are not alone.
This is bigger than your dad or you or me. You don't understand about who these people are or what they're capable of.
I and the others like me cannot be trusted with this power.
There's going to be war, and you have to choose what side you're on.
We were human. We are gods now.
Okay, now it's getting a little fucking goofy. It started really interesting, and then it started going into fucking superpower. Like, what the fuck is that? Why did they do that? It was interesting in the beginning, and then it kind of got like lame. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine a future society where one of the solutions to the overpopulation issue is Just give everybody an option at a certain age, where maybe when they turn 18, it's like, do you want to be uploaded? And there are, like, let's say humans that live on Earth and continue to live mortal lives. And then let's say there's entire servers full of just people who are living in digital worlds where they basically are killed, but their brain was scanned in a last state and it is uploaded into the server, right? 18 too early? Oh, whatever age, right? It doesn't really matter. Why would you want that? We will end up with a WALL-E type situation. No, we wouldn't. How? It's very different. WALL-E type situation is completely different. I think it could be really cool. I think it could be really fucking cool. Where, like, all you need to literally sustain billions of people on a server is just a little bit of power. And they're all living essentially forever, doing whatever they want to do. I think it was a Black Mirror episode, right? It was a Black Mirror episode where at a certain age, people all get uploaded or uplinked. And then they're living in this, like, perpetual utopia for, you know, God knows how long. Just want to be in a Matrix? No, but, like, you know, it's possible. Can we be uploaded to Al's Minecraft server? I mean, you know, it could be uploaded to anything. The future you're talking about will not happen because our future is heading towards whatever was shown in WALL-E. I think the future of whatever happened in WALL-E is if we, you know, let it get that far, right? The whole point of, the whole reason WALL-E even happened is they literally, like, overpopulation, pollution, all that stuff kind of led to Earth being completely, you know, a wasteland, unable to be inhabited. Just don't let it happen, you know? Forehead. WALL-E is just the end of idiocracy. Thank people in power forever who don't want to leave it. There will be no reformation or revolution. Yeah, well, that's definitely possible as well. As long as human greed exists, who knows? Maybe whatever society I'm talking about will never happen. I mean, there could be the other thing as well, where whatever I'm talking about will never happen because someone wants to be in charge all the time, and then they'll take control of the servers and fucking, you know, threaten to turn them off or some shit to remain in power. There's an anime movie called Expelled from Paradise with that same concept where people transferred their souls into a server on the moon and Earth became post-apocalyptic, but a virus was destroying the server from the outside, so a government girl 3D printed a body and went to Earth to solve it. What the fuck? That's a cool concept. You would want a world with AI like Nier Automata? I'd be down. Fuck yeah. What if the power goes down, the brains just die? No, so the way it happens in SOMA is just that, like, because the brains are all just completely digital copies and are all digital, they don't, like, if the power goes out, the brains don't just die. They are, like, you ever pause your video game chat and then come back later and press unpause? That is essentially what would happen to the brains, right? The second the power goes out, the brains are just paused. It's like this. It's like, let's say I was one of those digital brains. It's like, oh my God, hello, chat, what's up, buddy? Oh my God, another great, like, that would be the power going out. It would just freeze right there in that state of being. And then whenever you come back, it continues. It's like an SSD, that's it? Yeah. What if the power goes down indefinitely? Well, here's a nice thing in that thought, right? If the power goes down indefinitely, how would you know the power went out? Your brain is shut down. You're gone, right? You would not know. You wouldn't know whether you're on or off. You have just ceased to exist until the power comes back on. So it is a little dark to think of it that way, but in a way, it's kind of nice, I guess, because you don't have to worry. Isn't it the same thing with death? I mean, sure. Maybe I do a SOMA playthrough someday. It is such a good fucking game. It's actually dark as fuck. In 2 years with your game queue? Fuck you.